Hi, this is Neil of Team Teacher, teaching, living and raising a family in China. Today we're looking at air pollution in China. Let's check it out. China is massive, so when we talk about air pollution, it varies drastically depending on where you are based. However, I think it's fair to say that if you are in a larger city, you'll encounter air pollution to some degree. We'll focus on Shenzhen today, as this is where we are based. Shenzhen has some of the cleanest air compared to a lot of the major cities in China. With that said, it is still worse than most Western cities. The average air quality day in Shenzhen would be comparable to a poor air quality day in a large congested city like LA or Madrid or London, any of these large cities in the West. So how do we measure the air quality? Well, most expats here refer to what's called an AQI air quality index, which collates different pollutants in the air like carbon monoxide, PM 2.5, PM10, nitrogen, blah, 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 all of this sort of stuff. And then it gives you kind of an overall reading of the quality of the air. The difficulty incurs in agreeing on the readings and the standards, therefore, of them. The US and China actually have very different standards for the AQI. Not surprisingly, China, their records often give lower readings of pollutants. Whether that's because their readings are more accurate because they're based here, or because they smudge the readings, no one really knows, so it's up to you to decide. We personally follow the basic scientific readings, and we use WHO, World Health Organization guidelines to interpret the readings to give an accurate idea of the air quality. We specifically focus on PM 2.5 particles, as they are the ones that most affect your health. The WHO states that below 10 milligrams of PM 2.5 particles is needed for good long-term health in regards to your air quality. Between 10 milligrams and 25 milligrams of PM 2.5 particles is okay for short-term exposure, but anything beyond that will start to have serious effects on your long-term health. In addition to this, the air quality varies depending on the time of year, which often translates into very unhealthy air during the winter. So you might come here during the summer, think the air is great, but then in the winter it kind of flips on you. How do we fight the air pollution and keep ourselves safe? Well, what we use is an air quality monitor to check the air hourly, and I'll put some links below to the ones that we use. And we also have some air purifiers to clean the air in our apartment, and again I'll put some links to those ones that we use below. But make sure to replace the filters, especially on your air purifiers, every 3 to 6 months to make sure that they're up to the good quality standard and they're cleaning your air well. But mostly it's about limiting your exposure when possible. And if you have to go outside, to make sure you go outside with a mask that's certified, I think it's N95, which means it will filter out the pollutants. And here's the other issue. Talking with many other expats in China, the topic of pollution is divisive. And it's a very broad subject. If you're one of those people that maybe like smoke a pack a day of cigarettes, you drink heavily, and you otherwise really just don't take care of your health, maybe this is something that's not much of a concern for you. But if you're someone that's maybe more health conscious, or you're of a sensitive nature, especially if you've got allergies and asthma or something like that, then this is something you should really consider and think about when you come to China or before coming to China. So we highly advise that you get like an air quality monitor, purifier, and some masks that you can keep with you in case the air suddenly changes one day. Well, I hope you find this video informative. If you do, please like our channel as we have more videos like this. I've been Neil of Team Teacher. Thank you and goodbye.